This week's Parsha, we learn about the mitzvah of counting the Emor, the mitzvah of Sfiras Emor. The Torah tells us that on the second day of Pesach, the day which the Emor was brought, and the Emor was a sacrifice that consisted of barley. This sacrifice was brought in the Beis Hamikdash in the temple in Jerusalem. So from that day, we counted 49 days, 7 complete weeks, up until the holiday of Shavuos. The question I would like to present to you today is, what is the meaning and the significance of this count? We start counting after Pesach, and we count up until the holiday of Shavuos. Interestingly enough, the Sefer Chinuch, the book of Chinuch, which writes commentary on all of the 613 mitzvos, writes the following. After the Jews were emancipated from Egypt, yes, they were free, but only to an extent. We were not subject to the tyranny of Pharaoh anymore. We were not subject to the slavery of that regime anymore. But now the Jewish people were in the desert, and they were wandering or traveling to Mount Sinai. And in Mount Sinai, they were going to go ahead and receive the Torah, the divine revelation from God. And at that point, they would go ahead and find meaning and purpose in life through the Torah. But up until then, they did not yet understand what the meaning in life was and what their purpose was. So they were not fully free. The Mishnah in Pirkei Avos says, a truly free person is someone engaged in Torah, meaning a person that has a defined purpose in life, and he or she has meaning through that. And without that, a person can never truly be free. And therefore, every single night after Pesach, the second night of Pesach rather, we go ahead and we count. Tonight's the first night of the Emor, tonight's the second night of the Emor, and so on and so forth, till 49, to indicate that we are not truly free until we have that meaning and purpose in life, which is the Torah. And when we get to Mount Sinai on Shavuos, figuratively speaking, back then we got to Mount Sinai literally, we will go ahead and achieve that feeling of meaning and purpose. Folks, in our lives we're on a journey. And many times we struggle to find meaning and purpose in our lives. Let us remember the message of the Emor. Let us remember the message of the count and how important the journey to our own Mount Sinai will be. Have a wonderful Shabbos.